Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Loanne Lake, and I'm the Director of Communications and Engagement with University City Partners. We truly appreciate you taking the time to be here. The purpose of our meeting is to share important information with you about the proposed Community Investment Plan, what it is, why it matters, how it would benefit and uplift University City, and just as importantly, to answer your questions openly and honestly. Before we get started, I want to quickly go over a few housekeeping items so that our discussion runs smoothly. Everyone will be muted during the presentation, so if you have a question, you can type it into the chat window at the bottom of your screen, and I will read it aloud for Keith to answer. If you prefer to ask your question verbally, you can use the raise hand feature under the reactions icon, and we'll unmute you at the appropriate time. With that covered, we'd like to begin with a short video that provides an overview of the University City Community Investment Plan. After the video, you'll hear remarks from our President and CEO, Keith Stanley. I'll turn it over now for the video.
Hi, I'm Keith Stanley, President and CEO of University City Partners. I want to briefly share an important transformational opportunity for University City. We are proposing a modest adjustment to our Municipal Service District, or MSD, millage rate, along with a small boundary expansion. This is not about incremental change. It's about building the structural capacity to move University City forward in a bold way. An MSD allows us to reinvest locally in enhanced services like safety, cleanliness, planning, placemaking, and economic development. Strengthening it means we can accelerate redevelopment around the lake, elevate University Research Park, and improve perception around safety and position University City as one of Charlotte's premier districts. This local investment that stays here works here. University City is a major growth corridor for Charlotte. This initiative gives us the capacity to lead, compete, and truly transform our district for the future. Thank you for being a part of that vision.
University City, a city within a city.
Hello, this is Keith Stanley, President and CEO. Just got a chance to take a look at a video we pulled together to help explain the Community Investment Plan. And today, that's what we're here to talk about. So I have some notes, but we're going to get through this presentation because we also want to hear from you. We want to hear your questions, hear about your concerns, and work together for a vision of future of University City. I want to say thank you to Loanne and the team for pulling this together and making this run smoothly. We know that we're pretty busy at this time, a lot of things going on. It's a Friday, so we're excited about, they say, thank God it's Friday, so we're excited about it being a Friday. So we're gonna just take a few minutes of your time. We also wanted to start off with that video today for this conversation. First, I'd like to take a few moments to share about University City Partners. Our organization was founded July 2003. What we focused in on was planning, economic development, marketing efforts for University City to include arts and activation, culture and community, connectivity and mobility, marketing and promotions, and so much more. We're a nonprofit municipal service district, a 501c4, but also a 501c3, which means we have the responsibility of shaping the reality and the perception of University City. We use resources to coordinate services and investments across this 10 square mile district, all with the goal of driving our economic vitality. Our primary focus areas include, once again, planning, economic development, marketing and promotions, art and activation, connectivity and mobility, making sure that University City continues to grow and thrive. Now let's talk about University City. There's some fun facts we like to say. In Slice of Charlotte, I say one of the coolest, brightest parts of Charlotte that we care so much about. The growth of University City is undeniable. And these are just a few facts to help illustrate about that growth. Our estimated population is about 160,000 on the low end. We've seen some reports as high as 185,000. If those numbers hold true, that means University City would be the 7th largest city in the state of North Carolina if it was by itself. We're a bustling edge city centered around UNC Charlotte with over 32,000 students. And beyond the campus, University City is the second largest employment center outside of Uptown. This combination of education, jobs, and growth creates incredible opportunity, but also real responsibility. That's where we get into the community investment plan overview. Let's dive deeper in this. As part of University City's community investment plan, we have proposed two key changes, and this is the heart of the matter. First, a modest rate increase from 0.0262 to 0.0380 per $100 worth of property value. This is a tax that is determined based on the property values within University City. The additional revenue generated by this modest increase will help fund improvements and investments here in University City. Second, we're proposing to expand the Northern District boundaries to include areas that are not currently a part of the district. This allows us to better protect our assets, but also respond to the development that's already occurring in our district. It's important to point out that despite the enormous growth in University City, this has never occurred in our 23-year history, and that is key. These critical changes help align our funding and boundaries with the reality of how services are being delivered today and how University City will respond tomorrow. So we're talking about delivering value to ratepayers. What many folks are asking is, what does this investment specifically support? And that's a great question. This funding will be used for programs and services you can see and experience, including a community ambassador program to help address safety, cleanliness, and property violations, as well as expanding business and community programming, investing in beautification and wayfinding projects, and overall strategic planning to better manage the growth in University City. The goal is to, once again, is to deliver clear, visible value to our residents, our businesses, our anchor institutions, our students, and our visitors. So we talk about this impact to ratepayers, and this is what I want us to pay close attention to. Another great question that we always hear is, how will this impact my residential or commercial property? Again, great question. We know the rate hasn't changed since 2003, but the University City has grown a lot. For a home value at $365,000, the MSD portion would increase to about $43 a year, which is basically a cup of coffee, about $3.50 per month. I think I drink that within about a week. The financial impact is based on property values, and for the most part, the annual cost is relatively modest. The reality is that for most residents or homeowners, impacts will be modest. Importantly, these funds stay entirely in University City, and I want to really emphasize that they stay in our community and go directly towards services that you will see to protect the value of property here in University City, as well as enhancing the quality of life. Things like increased safety and cleanliness and faster response to issues, improved public spaces, and support for both small and large businesses and their employees. These investments also support major anchor institutions and create more amenities that benefit the entire community. So what are the key takeaways? At a high level, we want you to understand that this plan does three important things. It corrects a 20-year funding gap through a modest rate increase. It aligns our boundaries with the services that we're already providing with a MAP expansion. And three, overall, the plan positions University City for responsible long-term growth. A number of us have a number of questions about the timeline. So there's two important dates that I want to share with you. First, here's a quick look at the proposed timeline on the screen. In May, the city manager's proposed budget will be released, followed by a public hearing May 11th and city council votes. And the final adoption for the budget will be scheduled June 8th. So that May 11th is really critical, and we're going to emphasize that because there will be two parts of that meeting. First, a public hearing, and then an actual vote from the council. So I'm going to the next slide. So how can you support this? We want you to know that your voice truly matters in this entire process. There's still time to get involved and share your feedback before the council votes on the plan in May. In addition, the virtual public information sessions, you can take our survey and provide feedback and recommendations you may have. And you can see those items on your screen and how you can connect. But last but not least, you can attend the public hearing May 11th at the Government Center, and we will put links for that information in our follow-up emails, as well as in the chat. Of course, you can always visit our website and learn more about the community investment plan. There's a number of different material there, frequent asked questions, several videos, and how it impacts University City, and also how you can stay engaged. So now, as we wrap this up, this is your chance. Loan, I'm gonna turn it over to you so we can get into some potential questions.
Okay, thank you, Keith. At this time, we'd like to open up the meeting for questions and discussion. So if anyone has an immediate question, please feel free to drop it in the chat or raise your hand and I will call on you. Does that mean that we have thoroughly answered all of the questions you may possibly have? Oh, I see Stephen Adams has his hand raised. Okay, Mr. Adams, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Okay. Hi. It was a very good presentation, and
Thank you.
I'm not surprised that you guys are looking to do this because I've known Keith Stanley for a long time, and he's always been visionary and doing great things. I'm new to the area,
Mhm.
and if I'm understanding it right, it seems like that the funding aspect, you're looking at changing the mill rate
Mhm.
for the property values in order to generate funds that are targeted for the area, which not knowing a lot about the funding side of it and without getting into all the detail. So is University City kind of like a targeted improvement district, business improvement district? That's what I was trying to figure out. It looks like that's what it is, but
Yes.
yeah,
Steve, great to hear from you, and
yeah,
always good to hear your voice.
yeah.
And I think you actually raise an excellent question for those who may not be familiar with municipal service districts, business improvement districts, special tax districts. So across the country, there's over 10,000 of these organizations. These organizations represent slices of communities and neighborhoods that are focused on the work that's over and beyond, quite frankly, what a municipality would serve. And so here in University City as a municipal service district, we cover about 10 square miles, which includes UNC Charlotte, includes Atrium Health University City, and includes our area near Topgolf. Those additional funds that we raise, because it is a tax, those additional funds we raise will then allow us to do over and beyond when it comes to services and activation for our local community. So I like to share with people, Steve, a lot of times is that if you go to anywhere USA, a beautiful small town or even a large city, usually there's a lot of activation. There's art, there's culture, there's parades, there's street furniture that's branded, there's banners, there's signage. Some group is behind that work, and many times it's a municipal service district or business improvement district. Once again, that I would why would you categorize it as that University City, we're adding the additional connective third placemaking initiatives that make University City special. The signage, the events, the community events that bring people together, the opportunities to activate spaces. That's what we do. And so long story short, Steve, I think for us, University City, we're growing. We've added over 17,000 residential units since 2020. That 157 plus people that are coming to the Charlotte region every day, many of them are landing here in University City. And so we want to make sure that we have the resources to keep up, and that resources going to infrastructure, planning, branding, activation. So great question, Steve, and good to hear your voice.
You too. Good to hear you.
Thank you, Mr. Adams. For those that are not seeing it, in the chat, we have a link to our website that explains the community investment plan in detail. So you can click on that link and pull it up on your computer right away, or copy it and save it. We also invite you to show your support by completing and sharing our petition form. And it's a Google Doc link that's also in the chat, so that you can sign up, sign your name to show support for this increase, because as Keith said, it helps to bring funding that provides the type of improvements that we are hoping to see in the short term within our community. Is there anyone else with a question or anything that needs to be clarified that we brought up today? Okay, well, if we're the only thing standing between you and your weekend, then we thank you for your time and attention, and we encourage you to follow us on social media and just become engaged. And if you haven't signed up for our newsletter, you can also do that on our website, which is University City Partners with an S, universitycitypartners.org. And we hope to see you again at another event that we'll be hosting. Thank you.